Hi folks, John here with the Simplest Biz. Hey, I wanted to put together a video today. I get this question all the time about what's in the course that I teach about the Simplest Biz to have you guys be able to copy this particular model and move forward in your own business. First of all, it is a training course. It's a digital course. And it's, of course, you sign into, it opens up, and you have different modules to go through in the course. And each module contains a plethora of anywhere from 12 to 20 videos in each module. And I broke down the information into little bite-sized morsels for you to digest and understand. So it's called micro-learning. And as you're going through this course, you're actually doing the topics that I'm discussing as you're going through. So you're making progress as you're going through the course. So it's not like you have to take the whole thing and then go, okay, do I remember everything? Of course, you know, you want to take notes and stuff like that as you're going through. But how I put this together to give you a big overview is I went out in the field for 4 months because I didn't want to just sit like I am now in front of the computer and just tell you what it is. I wanted you to be able to see it and watch me. And so everywhere I went for a 4-month period, every conversation I had and every discussion and all the questions that I ask and the interaction with the people I have to deal with and the businesses that I have to deal with, whether it be for supply or for buyers, I recorded everything. You know, all the tricks of the trade, I recorded it. All the different strategies I used to become exclusive for the supply, I recorded it. All the strategies that I used to become exclusive for that buyer and how to expand this business, I recorded it. So you have a video diary of everything that takes place in this business, and you get to see what I see, say what I say, do what I do, go to the places I'm telling you to go, and then be equipped as a pro at this point, since you know this information, to do it for yourself. Now, listen, this is a pallet business. This is not some internet-based business where you have 1,000 little tiny steps that you have to master and tools. So it's a quick get in that aspect. But I'm going to tell you this straight up. If you don't set this business up the right way and set it up for exclusivity and learn how to do these tactics, it's going to be a hard get for you. So learn it the right way. Learn it from, you know, I'm not bragging here. I've been doing it for 20 years. I know the problems. I know the solutions. And that goes for the buyers and the sellers. Okay? Not the sellers, the suppliers, excuse me. So how to get this thing in your mind where, you know, I start the course out on a typical day of how I operate. Understood? Because I want to see where you need to get to. So I have case study after case study in the beginning of this thing. And the rest of the training is me reverse engineering every step of every action that you need to take to get to that day for yourself. Because once you get to that day with this type of training, it's rinse and repeat and do it over and over and over again and expand. Then I teach you how to expand into the other different types of revenue streams that come into play. So the first section is the foundation section. And if you go out there not knowing the lingo and not knowing, you know, the questions to ask and what to look for and what to notice and how to help these businesses, you're going to poorly serve them. And it's my job to convey that to you. So you need a foundation for this. So there's a whole series of videos that lays that foundation for you. So when you go in there, you're going to be the pro. And you're going to be able to ask the questions and solve the problems for these businesses that repeat themselves over and over and over again. The next section is called How to Start This Business. So I wanted you to see from day 1, what do you do? From day 2, what do you do? What do you do from home before you even leave the house? Where are you going to go? What are you going to see? How are you going to scout? What are the places you're going to be dealing with? Who you need to talk to? What relationships are very important? How to handle those suppliers? How to handle suppliers differently from one supplier to the next? Because all different suppliers are not created equal. Okay? So we need to show you how to be fast on your feet and be able to transition. A lot of times you think you're going to a buyer, that's going to buy your supply. And not only are they a buyer, they're a supplier. So you have to know the tactics of working both of that part of the model into your system and what the deal looks like to come out on top. We're here to make win-win-wins. Win for the supplier, because we got to move that product on a constant basis for them. Keep them happy so we become exclusive. Okay? And there's tactics and things we're going to be doing that nobody else does to help these businesses out. And then same for the supplier. The win means for the buyer. It has to be set up in a way where it's a win for them as well. And there's things that you need to know to help them run more efficiently and smoothly that I'll teach you in this course. So I try to cover all different types of scenarios in this business. So let's backtrack a little bit. We got the foundation section. We have how to start this business from day one, so you know how to do this step by step without any trepidation or fear, because it's going to be straightforward, and the information you really need to know is going to be included in this course. And then we're going to show you how to build this business, how to expand it. And that can be done in quick order, but there's certain things that have to take place first before you get to that point. Okay? And then once you start expanding this business, how to sustain it for the long haul. I've had suppliers and buyers for decades. In fact, I have 12 of the suppliers from the first week I went out to this day, and I have 4 out of the 6 buyers from that first week to this day, plus a lot more, of course. But I've had them for 20 years, about 21 next month. And the security that brings to me, and it brings to the students that go through this course, is wonderful, because we're not having to worry about where our next customer's coming from. We have them. And it's our job to become not just a pallet guy. We're going to be a one-stop shop for a lot of different things and multiply our revenue streams. Okay? That's taught. Brokering is taught. There's a passive income model included into this training. I won't get into that now. I'll get into it in the course, but just understand there's ways to do this where you don't even leave the house and you're making money. All this is covered. There's a file drawer in this course. In that file drawer, throughout the course, there's download upon download upon download, whether it be a suppliers list, buyers list, punch list questions for buyers, punch list questions for suppliers, audio files, where to get this, where to get that, spreadsheets, and it's just on the different stuff that are in this file drawer for you guys to access. In addition, some of my students have produced some of this stuff as well that was really cool, and I added it to that file drawer to help other folks, and they're perfectly willing to share. Okay, so there's that file drawer. There's a safety section in this course. So, if you're actually executing this from point A to point B, I want you to be able to securely do it. So I show you out in the field how to do this and how to make sure, even if you're going 5 blocks, I want you to be safe. Whether you're in a pickup truck or a trailer or a flatbed or a SUV in a trailer or whatever. There's ways of moving this properly and securely. Serious business. I've never had anything happen to me as far as that goes, but it's things you got to pay attention to. Even if you're going around the corner, right? In addition to that part of the course, I got an inspiration course. I have mentors that I follow, and I share them with you. And some of these mentors, I got to tell you one of them, Grant Cardone. He gets your mind right. There's a book I've listened to multitudes of times. It's called Sell or Be Sold. And, we are all salespeople, whether you want to be or not. As one aspect you have to get your understanding of, because we're always trying to win an argument. If we're in an argument, we're selling, or we're trying to convince somebody of our point of view, or we're trying to bring value to somebody, or we're trying to understand what they're coming from, how to influence a conversation, how to understand a need, and how to apply that problem and problem solve to help out a customer, because this is all about serving a business. And for whatever reason in this particular market, they're being underserved. And you're going to go in there as a pro, and you're going to take more concern than the other guy is. And you're going to ask better questions than the other person is, and you're going to have better solutions for them. And we know what that translates into? Long-term money. for your family and security of your life and your freedom. So you can get out there and do some things that you want to do, because of course, if you've seen some of the other videos, you get this stuff done quick. If you choose to, heck, you can do it all day long, but you can really make some money quick early in the morning, middle of the afternoon, or whatever. Knock it out and have some hours for yourself and your family and your hobbies. Okay? Lastly, very important, when you get into this course and you're almost near the end of it, I didn't want people to feel like they were on an island. So I created a private Facebook group for the individuals that have completed the course. So I have students in the United States, in Canada, Australia, everywhere. And they're in this group. So as you move forward with your business and you come across an odd situation or a difficult customer or whatever the case may be, and you want to ask a question in the group, you have that ability to ask in there. And in addition, it's a community. So if something cool is happening with your business, you can share it and help other students across everywhere. You know, they're spread far and wide. Why the heck not? No skin off your back. No skin off my back to teach you guys this stuff, right? There's tons of businesses to deal with and tons of business to deal with. And there's 2 billion pallets out there. If you did the math, I think we all got about 15 million pallets each. If I divided it up between the students. So there you go. Lastly, there's also a file drawer in that in the Facebook group, and in addition, I'm always doing additional trainings and additional answers to questions. So a lot of times I'm out in the field, and so there's a whole video file in there, and last count I saw was over 40 videos of me out there answering questions, and then there's more of just other students answering questions as well, because they've been doing it a while. So it's a whole nother layer of information for you to understand on specific topics, and it's there for you to refer to at any given time. So it's a complete course. If you haven't talked to me yet, listen, this is valuable information. I don't give it away. There is a cost involved for you to do this. So, serious people only need to apply, because I'm not here to take $10 from you. I'm not here to really take money. I don't need your money. But there's a cost for this course. But I tell you this, it's less than I made yesterday morning. So once you have this paid off, it's all gravy. It's not like I'm going to upgrade. You got to upgrade to this, upgrade to that. You don't. This is a complete course, and it's all you need to know to actually get this thing executed and done and make long-term money for dozens and dozens of years for the rest of your life. Like I said, I've been doing it for 21 years, and I want the same for you guys. This has been a whole new layer of purpose for my life to help folks, show them this business model. It's invisible. People don't see it. It's not glutted like you'd see something on the web. And there's so much business to be had. It's time for you to consider this one oddball little niche. And the reason it's such a beautiful niche is, again, it's such a necessity for the world, because this is how it's all moved. This is how everything is moved on the planet. So you are, like I said before, and you haven't heard it, it's the picks and shovels of life. We are the picks and shovels. We're not the gold diggers. We are the ones that make everything move with this industry. And without it, nothing does. And that's the beauty of it. So we're in a position of strength, and I want to put you in that position of strength. So I hope this description of the course is helped you out, helped you understand what I'm delivering here. And also, I want to make sure, if you haven't called me yet, you'll have a better understanding before you make that call. And serious people apply, people that want to invest in themselves and get going. Okay, it's time for you to stop trading your time for money and start moving into a model where you can dictate the terms for your life. Hope to talk to you soon. I'm glad you spent some time with me, and hope we get to talk again on the phone call. If you have called me and we had a discussion, it's time to get going and get your life back. Okay? All right. Have a good one, guys. Talk to you soon.